Hey, hey, happy day. Communication is not what I say, is what you understand, right? A bear walked into a saloon, into a bar, and he said, "Give me a whiskey and a soda." Bartender said, "Why the big pause?" The bear replied, "I was born with them." Eh, I know, you barely got it. Communication, just saying. Hyatt Hotels, they had a great comeback just the other day with regards to this CPAC political action conference thing that was going on. So many people on the left, they do this all the time: cancel culture, cancel anything. They attack anybody who does anything right. And the Delta, they came back, Delta, blah, blah, Hyatt, Delta, pay attention, it's your turn coming up probably. But the Hyatt said this. They said, "We believe in the right of individuals and organizations to peacefully express their views independent of the degree to which the perspectives of those hosting meetings and events at our hotels align with ours. Boy, oh boy, our own values support a culture that is characterized by empathy, respect, and diversity of options and backgrounds, and we strive to bring this to light through what we do and how we engage with those in our care." Hey, you left-wing whacks, pay attention. Maybe write that down and put it on your forehead, because you know what is live and let live. But hey, but I know the opinion is different than yours, and so you need to cancel it, because that's how y'all swing. At this show, there was an interesting piece of symbolism there. They had this kind of semi-gold. I say semi because it looked gold. I don't know if it's really gold or not, but it was a gold statue that represents Trump as a businessman, because it had all kinds of symbolism, right? The red tie was for business, and the red, white, and blue shorts show that he's a patriot, and he's wearing sandals because he's of the age where he should be retired and out on the beach somewhere, and a variety of other pieces of symbolism, right? And people lined up by the hundreds to get their photographs taken with this little statue. I thought that was kind of neat, kind of cool. Trump is back, I guess. I don't know about the political back, but he's certainly back with regards to talking. He got the troops going. He was doing the big rally, and you kind of miss the guy in a way. It's been quiet, right? Anyway, he came up with some pretty good stuff. Now you have these subliminals always going on from the left. The Globe and Mail had this thing written the other day: public tolerance for bad behavior in corporate Canada. Corporate Canada is perhaps at an all-time low. And it's about the injustice as to how the rich and powerful have weathered the pandemic. Well, firstly, that's goofiness, right? I mean, if you have anything about bad behavior, shouldn't it be aimed at the government of Canada? I mean, these guys, they're not leaders. I mean, they can't lead anyone out of the wilderness. I mean, they're awful people. They're just domestics, as I've already said, and I could just say it again and again. I mean, there's a whole bunch of suffering going on in Canada, and it's not just to do with COVID. I mean, wow. It's left versus right. And here's a guy that in his position, you'd think he'd have more brains. He's in charge of the CPP, the Canada Pension Plan, and he resigned because he was caught. It was revealed that he traveled to the United Arab countries where he arranged to be vaccinated against COVID-19, right? And people say, hey, that's not nice. So look at that. Now, here's another leader. He's a liberal. He was appointed by the Liberal government, is my understanding, and the man in his position is assumed to be smart, okay? And being smart is to be preventive, and you're supposed to be able to avoid problems before they actually happen. The entitled, sheesh, I mean, who paid for that trip? And the message is clear: we are led by fools. Just saying. Then you look at Calgary, Canada. The downtown office vacancy in Calgary is 30%. I understand that overall throughout the city, it's more than half, more than 50%. 6 years ago, before oil prices were a mess and the federal government hadn't interfered as much as they have now, and you didn't have COVID, the combined assessed value of all the buildings in downtown were almost $25 billion. And taxes, of course, are based on assessed values. Those same buildings today are worth under $9 billion. So from 25 billion to 9. So now you have a socialist mayor, socialist council for the most part in Calgary, and they can only survive with taxes, tax money from taxes, and governments giving them money as well. And all governments are in financial trouble. Now there's no tax base, so they can only increase the taxes on empty buildings. So you just have a mess coming here. And why is that? Why do you have all these empty buildings? Where's the government? Where's the leadership to come in and say, hey, we have ideas to help you fill them? I have ideas. A lot of people have ideas as to what to do, but liberals, they don't have many ideas except taking more money and abusing the citizenry. Liberals, they are like fake noodles, impasta. Hey, y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.